Well, here goes attempt number 2 at stage 4 and 5. Weather's definitely better today. It's still pretty cloudy and overcast, as you can see, but I don't think I'm supposed to get anywhere near the rain that we got yesterday. I think we got something like 30 milli yesterday. It literally did not stop even for a second from sort of like 6 in the morning till, well, it was still absolutely hammering it down when I went to sleep at 10 o'clock. So quite relieved to see it's eased off this morning. Only supposed to get, what did I say, 7 mil today throughout the whole day, so I'm going to get wet once or twice. Hopefully not too bad. So I'm going to push on to the bridge of Orkney. It's about 32k, just over 20 mile. I don't know if I'll make it today. I'll see how I get on, see how the weather plays out. If not, no great loss, because as I say, I've got rations in my bag, so I can survive for another couple of nights, you know, in the middle of nowhere. So I'll see how I get on. So I'm about to catch the ferry, a little boat, back across the loch, just to the other side over there, where I left off from the West Highland Way 2 days ago. Not planned this 2-day break, not at all. The first day was a bit of a treat to myself. Yesterday was a necessity, to be fair. As I say, a load of walkers checked in last night, and man, they were proper miserable. One guy was literally blue. He was so cold. Every bit of their gear was soaked through. They just said it was just miserable. So they all reckoned I definitely made the right choice sitting it out yesterday. I think they're all going to spend a day at the hotel today just to dry out a bit, I think. But while I'm waiting for the ferryman, just having a nosy at some of these really snazzy boats that are here. I mean, there's some serious money's worth of gear here. Look at them all. Pretty neat gear. Anyway, I think this might be my man. So I will catch up with you all later and let you know how I'm getting on. So here I am, back on the West Highland Way again. Just waving goodbye to the ferry down there. That's it. Bye bye to the comforts of the hotel. Back to camping. So, no more hot showers for me for a few days. Oh man, that shower was so good. It was honestly, trust me, after 3 days of sweating my ass off, that was the best thing in the world. So don't know what I can expect today. From what the walkers were telling me when I was chatting to them last night, I could expect some pretty bad rivers to try and cross. Some of them, they were saying, had no bridges or anything, so they were literally wading through up to their knees, so the boots just drenched everything. Hopefully I'm not going to have to deal with that, but we'll see. So I'm going to crack on, because I'm off up into the higher ground now. I think I'm just about done with the lowlands. From here on, really, it's uphill into the mountains. Up there, not that you can see them very well today. Tops of them keep appearing and disappearing. 1 minute you can see them, 1 minute you can't. And all I can hear, literally, the only sound that you can hear when I stop talking, that is the sound of all the waterfalls. They're just everywhere. Everywhere you look coming down the mountains. And it literally just fills the air, the sound of running water. It's kind of nice. But also kind of nerve-wracking because you can hear them getting closer and closer, and you just know you're going to have to try and get across one of them. So, see what's what anyway. Going to be pretty muddy today. As I say, weather-wise, really don't know. It's going to be a bit of a mixed bag, I think. I'll just take it as it comes. I've gone with the shorts because, number of reasons. I'd rather have wet legs that I can dry quick than soaking wet trousers that I'll never dry for the next 3 days. Plus, to be honest, when you're walking with this much weight on your back, it's really quite nice having minimal clothing on. Even just having my coat on at the minute is too much. So I'm thinking I can deal with the little bit of drizzle that's coming down. So I'll find a spot in a little while, put my pack down, get my coat off, and just go back to my t-shirt, because there's no way I can stay in this coat much it's supposed to breathe. I feel like I'm walking around in a sleeping bag. At the moment I am literally, the path is literally a stream, as you can see. There's pure running water. That's kind of an ominous in itself, really. And I can hear coming up in front of me, I can hear an awful lot of gushing water. So, hopefully there's a bridge. Catch you later. Now, isn't this just starting to look like a scene out of something like Braveheart or Rob Roy? You know it's got to be done, don't you? You know what's coming. Has to be. Can't come up here and not do it. You ready? Freedom! I've joined the Nicola Sturgeon bandwagon. She's watched Braveheart way too many times, that woman, hasn't she? So, here we are, off up into the Highlands. Let's hope the forecast is right, because I don't want to get caught out in weather like yesterday up here, really. There's not many suitable places to chuck a tent up quickly. Although, I'm sure, in desperation, I'd manage. Not much of a view today, I have to admit. It's kind of a shame, but at the same time, it's still kind of beautiful. I mean, let's face it, this is proper Scottish weather. This is Scotland. You know, if you can't deal with this weather in Scotland, you shouldn't be in Scotland. Yesterday was a bit of an exception. I mean, someone said to me, oh, brave the elements. Well, not being funny, but there's braving the elements and then there's just pure stupidity, isn't there, really? I mean, what's the point in getting all my gear soaked through and spending the next 3 or 4 days absolutely frozen and wet? What's the point? Where's the enjoyment in that? No enjoyment in that, is there? Like I've said to everyone, I'm here to enjoy myself, not to punish myself. So, sitting yesterday out, yeah, feel a little bit guilty, you know. It was frustrating, sat in that hotel all day, twiddling my thumbs. First time I've watched TV in about 6 months, and my God, am I glad I don't watch it. What a pile of crap. Daytime telly, man. Who sits there and watches that nonsense? Anyway, sorry, getting on my soapbox there. Right, well, better stop videoing, otherwise I'll be out of battery again before I know it. That's just a little treat, little taste of what I'm getting up here, and I'll be honest, it's gorgeous. Don't care that I'm in shorts and t-shirt. It's probably only about 10 degrees. Even the ferryman said to me, and he's a Scotsman, he goes, oh God, he goes, I wouldn't want to be in shorts up there. But you know what, it's lovely. And my trousers would be soaked through already by now, because all the vegetation obviously is drenched. So, and I'm pushing through it, as you can see, so my legs, my trousers would be wet through already. So, sensible choice shorts. Don't want waterproof leggings on because they just make you sweat, and that's horrible. Right, crack on. As you can see, my path is a stream. Wet feet. Good job my boots are actually waterproof, more so than the jacket. Crack hoppers. What a load of shit they are. Brand name, waterproof jacket. Yeah, right. I might as well have worn a colander on my head. And I extra waterproofed it before I set off. There we go. Should have gone with a 10 quid bloody cheap wax waterproof. Oh man, I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying this today. Honestly, it's just perfect weather conditions for me. You know, there's just a little bit of light drizzle. It's nice and cool. Everything's wet. The smell, oh man. Sorry, just can't beat that smell. I mean, yeah, sure, the smell of bacon this morning was fantastic, but this is great. Path's a bit more rugged today. A few bits are alright, like this bit's alright. Nice and easy walking. A few roots here and there, but no too much to worry about. Big boulders sticking out sometimes. Bits like this are a bit more tricky today because it's really slippy. These rocks are like black ice. So with all that weight on my back, I've already had one close call. Ended up managing to do the splits in a muddy puddle. And got the muscles stretched anyway. But nah, seriously, today this is where these sticks come in fantastic. Just keep you upright, help keep your balance. You can use them as a probe as well, you know, if you can't tell what the footing's like, because some of it looks alright, but as soon as you step in it, you disappear down up to your blooming knees or your ankles. So at least with these you can test it out before stepping out into it. But I mean, look at this morning, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Oh man, no place I'd rather be at the minute. And even though I'm in shorts and t-shirt, it's lovely. It's perfect. Honestly, it's perfect walking conditions. Not too hot, not too cold, not too wet. Might have to put my coat on every now and then, but at the minute it's just been a little bit of light drizzle. So it's actually really, really nice, really refreshing. But this is more like rambling. First couple of days, the track, you know, was all nice, neat, well-maintained track. You know, beautiful, don't get me wrong, the scenery. But not my idea of rambling. Loads of these, endless amounts of these little mountain streams. No shortage of water. And no need for bottled water either, because this is about as pure as you can get. Just dip your bottle straight in and drink away. And it's gorgeous. Better than any bloody tap water. Way better. It tastes lovely. You know, and even when there isn't a bit like that where it's fresh, I've got that little filter. Some of the bits of gear I brought, thanks to Kenny, honestly, they're so fantastic. Got a little handheld pump filter that allows you to drink pretty much any water you come across, even a puddle if you need to. So, and it filters out 99.99999% of all nastiness, so it saves you carrying loads and loads and loads of water. And up here in Scotland there's more water than you can shake a stick at, so you don't need to carry loads and loads thinking, oh god, it could be miles before I find any more, because that's just not the case. It's just everywhere you look. Oh, there's more water down there. So yeah, just one bottle, that's all I'm carrying. When it gets to the bottom, find a little stream or a little loch, just fill it up again. Although I am using my hydration pouch, even though it drives me mad. Trying to get the bloody clip on and off at the bottom is absolutely ridiculous. I really would recommend you avoid, if anyone's going to do something like this, avoid the OEX hydration bladders. The clip is just stupidly designed for hiking. Stupid. Took me an hour and a half fiddling about with it the other morning. The instructions don't work. They just don't. There's no way that clip goes on the way they tell you it's going to go on. So you just got to improvise and hope that it doesn't leak inside your pack. So avoid that. Avoid Crag Hopper's waterproof jackets. They're not waterproof. Honestly, you might as well wrap yourself in a sponge. What else? Oh yeah, Tesco's supposedly specialist outdoor equipment water bottles. Those Systema things. Oh man, what a waste of money. They can manage to put a pointless decorative rubber ring around the neck of the bottle, so there's absolutely no purpose at all, but they can't manage to put a rubber seal inside the lid. How's that for backwards mentality? Choosing design over practicality and charging us a fortune for it. That's Tesco's for you. They're the horse meat people. Anyway, sorry. Soapbox over. I'm going to carry on walking, otherwise I'll have no battery and no space left. Right, well that's today done. Not sure how many miles I've walked altogether. Didn't quite reach the Bridge of Orkney. I'm about 5 or 6 miles away, but to be fair, I'm pretty shattered. I've spent the day walking with a couple of lads, Kev and Kev, from, well, they're actually from Manchester, but they're originally from Scotland, so yeah, really good day walking with them. But they are booked in one of the youth hostels just a mile up the road, so just parted with them, and I was on the hunt for my night's camping spot, and I think this will probably do me. I mean, it's pretty stunning. Right next to the river. The big falls just up there. It's going to be a noisy night though, but it's not too bad. It's just far enough away that it'll be alright. But I mean, look at the river. It's gorgeous. And I've got a nice little flat area. Someone's already put a load of boulders so I can have a little fire, you know, if I can find some nice dry wood. Don't know what I'll find around here though, if I'm honest, and considering how much rain came down yesterday, I don't imagine there's going to be much dry. It's a bit risky camping here, you know, because yesterday all of this was completely underwater. But cross fingers, you know, cross fingers we don't have any rain like that in the night and have a sudden flash flood. Otherwise I'd be getting washed away down the river. That wouldn't be great. But I think the forecast is good. Might get a little bit of rain in the night, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to bring the river up like it was yesterday. What was it? The chaps were telling me 100 mil of rain fell yesterday here. Don't know, that sounds like an awful lot to me. I mean, that's like a metre of rain. Maybe they're right, I don't know. It did absolutely hammer it non-stop, so it could be right. I know there was a lot, but anyway, I think this will do me, and that would be day 4 done and stage 4 done. I'm about a mile outside a place called Tindrum, which, as I say, is only about 5 or 6 miles from the Bridge of Orkney. So tomorrow, not really quite sure what my plan is tomorrow, if I'm honest, because I could have a really easy day if I wanted and just walk to the Bridge of Orkney, but I don't know. I'm sort of thinking I might try and catch up a bit from the last 2 days and carry on past there. So I might take a bit of a detour in the morning up to the village and just resupply on a couple of bits, make sure I've got enough food in my bag if I'm stuck out in the middle of nowhere, miles from anywhere. At least I won't starve. So yeah, tomorrow's just going to be a bit play it by ear. Those 2 guys there, they're a bit the same, you know, because they were going to head for the Bridge of Orkney as well. But so I might end up meeting up with them again tomorrow, and we'll just see how we get on. And that's today. That's today done. There we go. I'm going to find a nice little quiet spot now to drop the kids off at the pool. Now this is what I miss living in Lincolnshire. I mean, come on, how boring's Lincolnshire? It's so bland. There's no rivers, there's no mountains, bugger all forestry, just farming and industry. That's all Lincolnshire is. Oh, it so doesn't fit with the soul. It's horrible. I hate living there, if I'm honest. Sorry if that upsets people, but I do. I mean, I know there's some nice places, you know, if you go in the Wolds, but it's not this. It'll never be this. You just can't get away from people in Lincolnshire. Everywhere you go, there's people. Everywhere. You literally can't get away from civilization. Doesn't matter where you go. So, yeah, for me, it's perfect. Perfect.